Why, hello there. Seems you have interrupted me in another one of my moments. Do you know what happens to traitors like you in the old guard? We kill you. We cut you down. Choo-choo, ba-bang, na-na-na-na-doo. You fucking retard. What's wrong with you? What, do you see this? This is steel. This is forged by my ancestors. Okay? They spilled blood and sweat and tears for this blade. You better respect that shit, you fucking pussy. This is shit. This is culture. This is art. Fuck you. Fuck you. You piece of shit. I'll find you. I'll fucking find you and kill you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. Ah, you rascal. But I guess since you're here, we might as well talk about today's episode. And that, my friends, is actually the redemption. Okay, the entire reason I started making content again was because I felt as if I wasn't being represented. Okay? As if my voice was being suppressed. And I think that was done rather purposely, too. I think. I have it on pretty good grounds that there is actually a group of people that go out of their way to silence independent thinkers who might disagree with a couple of things that they say, or might not like a lot of what their friends do. But the matter of the fact is we are the ones who actually run the show. My dear listener, we have been psyoped into believing that they are in charge and that we are not. It's a psyop. And that's all that this is. I have come to many conclusions in the last few months. One of those conclusions is that I don't believe in history. I don't believe in history. I don't believe anything that I read in a history book. Not a damn thing. I think that a lot of things that happen, they say happened for a reason, one reason or another. But in reality, it actually happened on a whole different route, a whole different slew of reasons. I'm going to put the sword down. Keep hitting myself. In fact, let's just derobe. Yeah. Yep. But we gotta have a very serious talk, guys. A serious talk about an epidemic where people are convinced that others matter more than them. And it's sickening. And it's fucking gross. Because there's a lot of people that I respect that say to do that. A lot. I won't lie to you. And so, when it comes down to it, America first puts the citizens first. Okay? It's us, Americans. No other country bullshit. No Middle East, no Russia, no Ukraine, no Israel, no Germany, no Japan, no none of this shit. It's over and done. And if there's shit in the fucking paperwork that says otherwise, burn it! Fuck it all, man. We need a system reset. Cheers, by the way, my trusty L-theanine tea to always keep me centered. And we didn't put the Zyn in yet. Also, haven't smoked any weed. We're not smoking weed this episode.
Nope. No weed this episode. Not for the America First. Because Nick is adamantly against weed. So we won't smoke weed for this occasion. But we are going to put this little pouch in. And then we're going to see what comes to mind. Cheers. All right. I've had to explain to multiple people what America First is. What America First means. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions. I think there's a lot of racial undertones. I think there's a lot of religious undertones. Now, while I am religiously biased, I'm not racially biased. In fact, I would go as far as to say that to create racial division is to actually destroy the foundation of the United States. We have to accept that a whole other separate part of our continent are browns. This is true. It's true. And so to all you people who call us racist and say we're Nazis, all I really want to put out to the world, to you, is that my goal is to create the world's most powerful continent. Okay? North, Central, and South America. That sounds pretty badass to me. Sounds pretty badass. And I think if we can come together as one dominant continent, we can do whatever the fuck we want to anybody on the face of the earth. But it's not until we hit that point of reconciliation, getting back to our roots, realizing that we're behind the skin color, we are a bunch of spiritual meat puppets. Bottom line, that's it. And to any motherfucker that wants to somehow obfuscate the plan by saying things like, well, there's just a group of people who won't admit their wrongs in the past. And no matter who, if they're talking about you, you should be offended. To me, that's offensive. I don't care if you're talking about blacks. I don't care if you're talking about Hispanics. I don't care if you're talking about whites. If you're telling people that you're born with guilt and that you're born guilty, fuck you. You don't have a fucking place in this country. No, fuck you. You're not born guilty. You're born in the image of God, and you're beautiful and righteous. Man. And people want to obfuscate the truth and be intellectually dishonest. Take information and skew it. It's disgusting. It's manipulative, and this has to stop, man. When I say there's an invasion, I mean it. This is not some fucking... Okay, maybe you think I'm a retard, and that's valid because you don't know me. But if you have randos like me, like let's say you think I'm an NPC, how does it make you feel that NPC is noticing this shit? Noticing shit that was built on the foundation of decades of work by shadow organizations, shadow governments, and creepy motherfuckers, what is the word? Compromising. Old motherfuckers compromising other old motherfuckers. And that's what our government is subject to? That's what the people are beholden to? I thought the government was supposed to serve the people, man. What the fuck? The fact of the matter is, guys, we're paying higher taxes now than we did under King George. Yep. Yeah, we are. And so I ask you, what does America First mean to you? I got in a conversation with a guy that, and I don't exactly know, I forgot where he said which country he was representing. But he said, but we have so many resources available. We should be helping people around the world that need our help. And the country that I'm talking about, my people, because this guy is a dual citizen, he's talking about his people, and they need to be represented because they need help. My point is, that's very sad. But until we can get homeless veterans, until we can get crazy people off the streets suffering, until we do that, fuck your country, fuck your people. And that goes to everyone. Not just browns, not just blacks, not just whites, not just Asians, not just anyone. To everyone. Because a time is slowly coming where all of us will be beholden to a victim status. Meaning, the way the DEI works is because blacks and brown people claim that they are marginalized by society merely by existing because the majority of people are white Christians. And so they're claiming to be oppressed. What you're going to see very, very soon, though, is you're going to see that white people are coming out and saying that they're oppressed. Now, I know how this sounds to all you white nationalists out there. Oh, well, gee, it's true. We are oppressed. And maybe to a certain extent that's true. But think about how identity politics has already polluted the landscape, and then think about what you're going to introduce to your own side. This is exactly what you denounced upon the left, and I can see it encroaching on the right. And it's not going to stop either. And let me tell you, if it doesn't stop, it's going to lead to some KKK, actual Nazi, actual, you know what I'm saying, the actual Roman salutes, real Sikh Kyles. And I see that. I see it in my brain coming. And all you libs don't notice that when you push back, when you act extreme, when you act violent, you are actually perpetrating this mindset and this radical aspect of society, because I promise you, there's a hell of a lot more of us than you. And I'm talking about patriot American Christians. Okay? I'm not talking about whites. I'm not talking about the Aryans. I'm talking about people who have the same mindset, the same goals, and the same pursuit of happiness that they want their own children to pursue. And when you're representing another country, when you're saying that we need to send money to other countries, we need to represent this country on the world stage. Well, guess what, buddy? There's about 300 other countries that want the exact same thing. So what are you going to do? You're going to let all 300 of those different countries come into this country and then send money to all their countries, creating a massive deficit, which we already fucking have, and then bankrupting the country. Really? Use your fucking... This is not hard stuff, guys. This is basic. This is common sense. You can't let everyone into your country wanting to equally represent other countries, because those people will not be representing your country. Come on. And I'm so sick and tired of people acting like this isn't fucking real. Like I'm delusional, like I'm crazy. No, I see it. I see when politicians aren't able to say that they put America first. I see that. I see when we give billions of dollars to fund a fucking war in another country, and I'm not just talking about Israel, I'm talking about Ukraine, Russia. And Israel. And all the other regime change wars that we have our little fucking dirty fingers in all around the world. How many babies have died in the hands of our imperialism? This is a liberal talking point, and this is a serious talking point, but because it's coming out of a liberal's mouth, no one takes it serious. Period, dude. Guess what, man? I don't care about the person, I care about the idea. And the idea of America First is that we are centered here. We solve the problems here, essentially here. You're sending $100 billion to Ukraine. Well, I saw a statistic that said it would cost $80 billion to institute universal basic health care to each and every American. I saw a statistic that said it would only cost around $60 billion to send every single American to basic university. Not university, but just a normal college. Trade school. And I am 23. I'm watching the system that I voted for essentially corrode. Because it's not about the big wins. It's about the mannerisms. When someone's getting a big, polished speech, don't listen to it. Don't. Listen to when Netanyahu says that he controls Donald Trump in the United States. Listen to that. Listen to the fact that the biggest donor of fucking the Democrat Party was OnlyFans. Look that up. That's a little weird. Or no, was it AIPAC? Might have been AIPAC with OnlyFans, actually. That's a little weird. That's strange. What are we doing to where we're putting foreign nationals who care about their country first, but it's racist and it's bigoted to say that I love Americans first? My family came here on fucking boats. Okay? They came here on boats. They learned the fucking language. They learned the fucking culture. Okay? This is history. My family loved this country. Okay? My family farmed this country. My family had a hand in building what this country is now. And you want to diminish that. I'm not going to get caught up in history here, but if your ancestors matter, so do mine. We're not going to play this game of fake superiority. Because trust me, buddy, you don't want to break out the superiority argument. Trust. You don't. Believe me, you don't. No. Because that's a messy conversation. Statistics and all that. Numbers and all that. It's disgusting. The complete denial of facts. We have to do something now. Something has to change. And if something doesn't change, I've said this about other things, but I'm going to say this about this too. I'm going to say it about the current political climate. I've said it about a lot of other things, but I'm going to say it about this too. I think that all the problems that we previously had, I think they're all going to get solved. Immigration. I think that all these wars, I just don't think you're going to hear about them anymore. That's some good tea. But no. I think that the problems that we had are going to go away. Yep. But I think that a whole bunch of new ones are going to just appear out of nowhere. There's one thing I learned. It's that there are borders to happiness. There are borders. There is below happiness, like when you're all depressed and shit, right? You're as low as you can go. That's sad. You're fucked. And that's all the way when you have no money, you're scrounging by eating ramen every day, depressed, you're always looking for a new job, but no one's hiring. That's the lowest right there. Lowest of the low. And that's depression. That's sadness pure. And you have a right to be sad, and you have a right to be depressed. Pure. And then you start maybe making a little bit more money. So this is it. You start making more money. As you start making more money, everything becomes a little better. And then there's this right here. This right here. This is the bell curve. This is the tip of the horseshoe. This is 75,000 right here. And so as you start making more money, the horseshoe starts to turn. And it goes down. And then when you're making a shit ton of money, guess what? You're at the same level as if you had none. You can solve a problem, but if you keep fucking pushing the problem, if you keep exacerbating the problem, you keep extrapolating the problem and trying to find new ways to solve it, guess what? You're going to find layers of that problem you didn't even think were possible. You didn't even imagine that things could get this bad, and now they have. It's ridiculous, the short-sightedness of people. I am going through some shit. And it has made me understand a little bit better why people want socialism and communism. Made me understand it better. I'm looking at the broken system that these people have been describing, and damn, yeah, it sure would be nice if people would give me free money. Yep, it would be really nice, but I know that's fucking stupid. I know that's fucking retarded. I know that. I'm a happy man. I have a great family. I have a loving family. I have a beautiful daughter, and I have a loving wife. Perfect family. My home is gorgeous. If I wasn't anonymous, I would show you the decorations around this house. I love this house. This is a beautiful house. Perfect. Perfect. But spiritually, mentally, I am going through a battle. I am going through a battle that's destroyed many men. But I will not give up. And neither can you. This is an intellectual war. This is what this is. And if you have even a subtle notion in your body, or you have this nostalgia of how things were, we are on a fast track to never seeing that again. And you can bank on that. You can send that to the bank. For real. Unless we take a fucking serious stand. Serious. Not pussyfooting around, not drawing it out and saying, no, the other side needs to calm down, man. The other side will never calm down. The other side will never stop. They will never cease to amaze me with their capabilities to completely dismantle their own fascist arguments. These people are fascist. These people are Nazis. These people are not patriots, and they're not American. What is America first about calling to destroy the fabric of society in which that we enjoy? Where is the morality in that? Seriously, man. And I'm getting to a point where I'm denying all of history. I don't give a fuck. I don't listen to anything. I don't believe anyone, and I draw my own conclusions. And that's how I see things about everything. And so when you bring up a fucking genocide from 35 years ago, I don't give a fuck about your genocide. I give a fuck about the genocide that left soldiers in this country with PTSD. It's the only genocides I care about. It's the only epidemic that I fucking care about. I do not care about whites being slaughtered in another country. I do not care about anyone. I do not care about blacks being slaughtered in another country. I don't care about Jews getting slaughtered in another country. I care about America and Americans going through some of the harshest economic times ever, and we can see that by the rising neo-feudalism of DoorDash and Instacart and OnlyFans. Your pussy is worth $2 now. Congratulations, 200 cents to see me gate my asshole with a tentacle that I got off of eBay. Congratulations. Free market capitalism, guys. A completely amoral, asympathetic society and a completely suicidally empathetic society that promotes the extortion of American people and the exploitation of our tax dollars and our families' investment in this country, and that is being mutilated by the fact that these fucking retard Karens want to stand up for people that they wouldn't even go defend themselves. You would never go to these countries and stand up. You would never stand up against a fascist regime, because if you did that, they would fucking kill you. You are dumb and you are wrong. And I haven't heard a better argument. I haven't heard an argument that makes me doubt what I'm saying for even a second. And every fucking day that I look into this issue, it gets deeper and more disturbing. Yeah. Man, this victim bullshit needs to stop now, or I promise it's gonna lead, in Jesus' name, to a horrific outcome that will bear pain and misery and anarchy across the world. I swear in Jesus' name, you do not want to see that, brothers and sisters. I don't care about what race you are. I don't care about what skin. I don't care about what hair color you are. I don't care about what eye color you are. Trust me now, you do not want to see a civil war. Trust. Because the last thing you want is a bunch of angry young men with guns. Trust me, it is the last thing that you people want. Is for actual monsters, actual beasts, not cowards who hide in a sniper's nest, not some pussy who blows his brains out after he does something that he believes in. Not these fucking cowards carving fascist into the bullets. Not these retards trying to kill presidents. No. No. It's not true. And when you do things like that, you only prove us right. And you only prove me right. And you only give me validity to my statements. When you act out and you act chaotic, you act crazy, you attack people, and you make it known to the world that what we're saying is right. And you can lie. You can obfuscate the truth. You can bend the information. But one day, there will be light shed upon your darkness. And the same mob in which you invoked will consume you alive. The same monster in which you feed will harvest what you sowed. This is not a threat. This is a premonition of danger and from a scared young man who doesn't want the foundation of society to collapse based on the premonitions, and not premonitions, but predisposed opinions of retards and old people. And you know what? Retard maxing. You're not retards, you're idiots. The biggest enemy to the retard is an idiot. Thank you, Eli, for teaching me that. You're fucking idiots. And you're lost in the sauce. Understand that when you call someone a Nazi, it makes people want to kill them. You will never grasp that, will you? You will not stop until the evil that you see, that you can become the evil. That you don't have to see whichever evil that you interpret as evil. It's not that you don't want evil, it's that you want to shed your own sort of evil. It's not that you don't like that Trump's taking revenge, it's that you're angry that you cannot take revenge. It's not that you hate racism, it's that you want to tell people who they can be racist against. And you get to decide who gets to be racist and not. It's not that you hate fascism, it's not that you hate the police, it's that you want to be fascists and you want to be the police. And that's easily identifiable by the fact that whenever you guys say that, you try to establish a township, and it goes into chaos and there's rape and murder everywhere. What are we supposed to do? Seriously, besides what I'm saying, that there needs to be some sort of uprising. And not a pussyfoot, listen, we're not gonna do anything crazy. When are we gonna stand up for ourselves and take a stand against these fucking people who want nothing more than to take what you have grown and tarnish it? Have some self-respect. Fuck. Man, dude. Pick up your damn sword. Sell your cloth and grab a sword. If you must. And that's Jesus. This is not a time to show weakness. This is not a time to let evil prevail. This is a time to grab your sword and show people what we are and who we are as Americans. I love you guys. And I want the best for you and your family. And if you're in another country, I hope you feel this way towards your country. Do not allow other countries to dictate policy in your country. Do not allow tyrants to dictate where your money is going. I love you guys. And I hope each and every one of you has a blessed day. Sorry this video was a little intense. But man, dude, I feel like a few people needed to hear this. Because I don't want to have people have any misconceptions about America First. We are America First, we forget about the past and we're moving on to the future. That means we meet with Saudi princes who we once disagreed with. That means we create reputable reputations that hold up under scrutiny. And then we do things that surpass what we view as right and wrong, and we look at things objectively through a new lens. And this lens is that we're all human, and that intrinsically we all want to have peace and be able to quietly enjoy our homes, safety, security, privacy, and to be able to spread love and affection. I hope you guys understand that. I love you guys. Peace.